this evening. This is one of the big events that we point forward to through the season, and I'm sure all of you are enjoying it as much as the students are. This is Berea Midpark Week. To kick off our enthusiasm for that big game Friday evening. I also want to make a special announcement. It was reminded to me right before the program. We do have 4, 5, 6, 7 boys in here who play on a soccer team, and they're entering sectional play. They won the sectional Saturday, and they will be going against North Olmsted on Wednesday, November 4th at 7 o'clock, BW Stadium, for those of you who are interested in soccer. A couple other things I would like to introduce to you before I get into seniors, people who make this possible. There's no way that we could be doing up here what you see and hear tonight without the help of a lot of people who come here, some of them for very little monetary reward. It's more of coming back and helping out, getting a lot of pleasure from helping young students. And as I introduce them to you, I'd like to hold the applause until they're all up here. Of course, my assistant, Mr. Pat Carroll. Pat, would you come forward, please? Make way there. We've been very fortunate the last few years to have with us Jim Fidali, who's been helping with the choreography of the flag line, the choreography of the band, and rehearsing our brass people as we need them. He's a professional trumpet player, and also another very talented individual who comes to us from Berea through Ohio University and back over here helping out. Jim and Bob getting together with all the choreography, and Bob helping out with the tuba sectionals. If you've ever been on the parking lot on a Thursday evening, you see those two in front of the band as we divide it up and do the routines. It's really a lot of fun. Bobby Schuff up here. You might wonder how those routines get going. Bob and Jim usually get together and they have about 3 root beers, see? And then about the 4th root beer, one of them falls down and says, "Hey, that's a good move." And they do that. And that's how all the sumo wrestling and all that, they get up on Saturday morning, they figure out the next Berea High move. So they watch big time wrestling, and we come up with a lot of good ideas with these 2 guys. Our flag advisor, of course, with Jim again, and being assisted with Jenny Kerman. Jenny was a flag bearer. A gal who was in my band at Midpark when I left there at 19, I better not even tell, Val. 1973, Val was very young then. I think she was about the 3rd grade. She was advanced to high school at Midpark. And she majored in flute at Akron University, is now in business. Didn't follow music, but has come back the last 2 or 3 years to help out here at Berea High School when I came over here. Val Stanley, where's Val? Come on up. Another Val, you met the 2 Vals. Val Solar was a clarinet player in this band about 2 or 3 years ago, and is now a nursing major. I guess you would call a nursing major in college. And I always kid her because we always get sick when she comes around and asks her to show us her techniques. But Val's been coming and helps out an awful lot with music distribution and all the things that we have go crazy on a Friday night before we get on that band bus or before we go to the stadium. I've been also very fortunate with this drum line to have a student teacher this year from Baldwin Wallace Conservatory, Mark Danny. He comes from Buffalo, New York area, and Mark is student teaching with us, and he'll be with us till a little after Thanksgiving, and we sure are happy to have Mark with us. Mark? You can hear the girls. Sorry, girls. And of course, my other son, Jeff Fidali, who's been busy, he was with the drummers throughout the summer in August and is now in the drum line at Kent State University, has put this drum line together for us starting last spring. Came up for the show tonight from Kent State. Jeff Fadali. How about a big hand for all of these? I also want to thank a person who was was in my band at Midpark also. Seems like we keep going with former band members, and is now teaching in our faculty here at Berea High School. In the last 2 years, has been responsible for all the lighting. A young man played baritone for me and said he didn't get along with me. I don't know how I ever could say that, but he told me he didn't like me as a band director. I don't know why he didn't like me ever. You must not have meant that. Also, another helper that really helped put this together, put in all the requests, the building permits, and took all the flack for interrupting classes and so on. This is Kathy Chapman. If you would stand up, please, Kathy. Everybody who's in the top 3 grades does march or in the flag line or majorettes. We do not set anybody down unless they indeed ask to be in some other capacity with the band other than directly marching. But the following people have put in their time with us and have shown leadership and are completing their senior year in our marching band. Dolly Abdallah, would you please come up on the stage? That concludes our... Dolly was the last one coming off the Browns field, and when you go down a Browns game, they love to have you down there, but boy, I'll tell you, they're getting stand when you're supposed to get out of the way. Look out, here comes the truck. Watch out. And Dolly was the slowest one coming off at halftime, and I kept saying, you better get over here, Dolly, you better get over. And this great big guy, bigger than Pat Carroll, ran over and he screamed, "Get off of my field!" And you should have seen the eyes. NFL rules state you cannot be on my field. If you ever saw a little Abdallah running, you should have seen this one. Athena Barnish. From our drum line, Mike Bickford. Another flute player, Kerry Bobowitz. Another flag bearer, Tracy Brillo. Clarinetist and flag bearer Renee Deon. Saxophone player Andrew Devlin, Andy. And our rap expert that you saw here. We haven't introduced him yet. I suppose you noticed that the director's skit was very well rehearsed. We did it about 10 minutes before, and this was Captain Chapman's idea that we should come out and play something for you. And we really did not want to come out and show our expertise on our instruments because we didn't want to make the kids feel bad or make us feel bad. So, since we can't dance as well as they do, we decided the next best bet was to do a rap. And we got together and did the rap. Of course, we had some nasty raps at first. I had to read them all, made them change them. And I think they came out pretty much the way we liked it. It was a lot of fun. Mark Duckworth. And a young man on the soccer team and they're playing Malaphone, Ari Duckley. Our drum major, Brian Fox. Brian's done a real fine job. He did catch the baton at the Browns game, didn't Brian? He's going to catch it one more time Friday night because if he catches it, we'll easily win the game. If you lose, we don't catch it, you lose, and everybody will beat him up. All right, a trombone, a bassoonist, a girl that's always injured, Sharon Giles. I am your friend. Sharon almost won the contest the other night in Halloween. She was dressed like a nun. She was a very pretty nun. One of our lead trumpet players, the guy has really been helpful to the band, Dale Geiger. Another flag bearer, Paula Hanacek. Another flag bearer, Christy Huka. Saxophonist, and this young lady's father was in my East High School band, the only, well, one of two boy flute players that I had in all my years of teaching. Her name is Kathy Minamoto. Kathy, saxophone. I don't know if Scott's here tonight. He's a drummer, broke his leg playing basketball. I told him if he'd have stayed with the band during that Thursday or whenever it was he broke his leg, he would have been marching with us. Is Scott here tonight in the audience? Scott Jackson? No, I bet nobody invited him. All right, Kevin Knack, saxophone. Our little flag bearer, bass clarinetist, or is it alto clarinet? I can't remember. Kelly Cullum. Our tuba expert, Michelle Kravinko. Come on down, Michelle. Baritone specialist, Mary Cook. Before I forget it, Tammy Howard is our banner carrier. Where's Tammy? Let's get her out here. Where's Tammy? Got all kinds of helpers. Who was the last one I called? I got lost. Was it Mary? Okay, Kristen Love. Where's Kristen? Right here. This next young man's parents live in Columbus. They moved to Columbus, and he loved to march in my band so much that he stayed up here. Scott Lewis. Probably after Friday night he'll quit school. Another baritone player plays very fine flute and symphonic winds, Lisa Luff. Where's Lisa? Diane Macy. Is Diane here tonight? No, she's another one of our players who got hurt and is not playing. Carrie Marsh. Carrie is a flute player playing super. Val Macy. Where's Val? Playing baritone. This next young lady comes to us from a Cleveland school. She called during the summer and said she was going to be playing in the Berea band. She's a clarinet player, and she had a real problem. She was using a clarinet in the Cleveland schools, didn't own one, so she got a job over here at, was it Burger King or somewhere? We'd have a rehearsal, and she'd be working, trying to earn money to buy a clarinet. We couldn't get together to get her a rehearsal because she had to buy an instrument. Finally got everything going, and she's really a fine person. Marilyn Mezerjuski. I hope I said it right. Another flag bearer, very fine flute player for us, Stephanie Michaels. Sort of a right-hand person in the office helping with all the other things, and a fine clarinetist in her own right, and baritone Julie Mortensen. One of our flag bearer captains, Amy Petrarca. Trumpet player, Jim Potazowicz. Come on up, Jim. Saxophonist and a real fine saxophone student, plays violin, also very talented, plays baritone marching band, Dave Rice. Pamela Davis, none of the girls like him. Another drummer, Curtis Snyder. Curtis. Adam Schumacher, where's Adam? Bring him down. Baritone, also a clarinetist. Clarinetist John Schwartz. John? One of our trombone players, Kurt Schweda. Kurt. Jeff Shuck, where's Jeff? Paul Schunk. Paul, come on down. Brian Rozek, trombonist. Chris Burke, trumpet. Chris is better known to us as the Hoagie Man. Chris, anytime since we started selling hoagies, has won $50. I think this last time he sold 340 some hoagies again. Second place was 100 something. What he does, he buys them all, then he takes the $50 and he loses $250. So we got to figure it out. Laura Stevens, baritone. Matt Svakowski. John Waddle, trumpet. Dan Wright, saxophone. Dan. Another soccer player, a good saxophone player, and a baritone player in this band, Dave Wright. And Sandy Coble, flute. Did I miss any seniors? How about a nice hand for all the seniors? At this time, I'd like to introduce Mr. Tom Mancy, our football coach, who's got a big evening planned for us.
Mrs. Fidali? Mrs. Fidali, would you like to say a few words about the ladies' bathroom?
Yes, the situation in the ladies' bathroom is very critical.
Okay. What seems to be the problem? Back up, please.
Is this for television
All the
camera?
Johns are backed up.
What seems to be the problem there,
I
ma'am?
want to complain about my bus bursting, no toilet paper. Don't you? No, first one, no toilet paper. First person in. That's emergency critical center.
In the time?
Yeah.
You get have some.
What's that? Hi.
Oh my God, I never met him. I'll watch yourself. You don't want to get on video, do you?
I'm good.
Notice Jim's grand pose. Look at that flexing body. The flaxen hair. So Jim, you still have that communicable disease?
Is this squeeze it? Is this new juices?
Would you like to say a few words, Dan?
No. I was just remarking on how I was going to eat the ears first.
Hey, girl. Don't do what?
I guess we're on to that.
We could just find a way.
Hey.
I'll see you later. I gotta find Heidi in the bed.
Hey, chaperone. Hey, chaperone.
Did you break her? No, she's still intact. I'm happy to say. Better eat that in the privacy of your room. I can tell what I'm going to need to do is stand by you so I don't get into the steps.
Ask Dan how long he's gonna get. How long before you get here?
That was from last night on the bus. 27 days and a few hours.
Mrs. Fidali, would you like to tell us how you survived the trip? for that one. Stay there. Let's see you do it again. All right.
So how long are you guys going to stay? Oh, so you're not going to see the parade?
That's our band director.